What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to look at the calendar of events for December. We're going to look at the Social Security payout. So Social Security, SSI, SSDI. We're going to talk a little bit about all the things that will be transpiring in December, some of the key dates that we need to pay attention to. So we're going to do all that in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, that means you're going to be notified anytime I post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you'll be getting updated every day. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is take a look at the calendar, and I just want to show you guys the calendar for December when it comes to Social Security, SSI, SSDI. Okay, people ask me to do this. That's why I'm going to do this every month. And usually when I do this video, people do tune in. Now, some people already know, they know when they're going to receive their checks, but I just like to remind you guys, okay? So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the December 1st. So December 1st, the checks will go out for SSI, okay? Now, on the 2nd, if you started receiving Social Security prior to 1997, then you would qualify for the 2nd, as well as if you receive Social Security and SSI, then you're going to receive it on the 2nd. Normally it would be on the 3rd, but the 3rd is on the weekend. Okay, so the 2nd is that important date there for you guys. And then it will be the 2nd Wednesday, the 3rd Wednesday, and the 4th Wednesday, and that depends on your when you were born. Okay, so here's all that information down here. I'm not going to go over everything. You can pause this screen if you really want to take a look at this, but this is based. The 2nd Wednesday is from the 1st through the 10th. If you were born between the 1st and the 10th, the 3rd Wednesday is the 11th through the 20th. And the 4th Wednesday is the 21st through the 31st. Okay, so like I said, you can pause this screen if you want to get more information about when the checks will be going out. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is the 30th. Okay, so the 30th, people receiving SSI will get their check, their first check, and this is for January. Okay, this is January check, but because of the weekend and because of the holiday, that check will now be going out on the 30th. And so what that means is that increase, that COLA increase, the 8.7% that we've been talking about for the last couple of months, that will show up on this check. Okay. So I did have someone ask me, they said that December will be the first month that they receive SSI. Will they be receiving the increase in December? Technically, you will be receiving it in December, but it will be on December 30th, and it will be for the month of January. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. No check will go out in January. The check will go out on the 30th. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I want to zoom in on the calendar just for December, so you guys know what's going on, because there's a lot of stuff going on here, and we need to talk about some of this stuff. Okay, so the first thing that we need to focus on, and there you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. So the first thing we need to talk about is the railway strike. And I know you might be asking yourself, well, how does this affect me? This is the railway workers. It has nothing to do with me. Well, it does have a lot to do with you, because these workers are bringing the products to you. Okay, they're bringing them to the stores, and then you purchase them from the stores. So if we have a strike when it comes to the railway system, that will affect everyone down the line. Okay, and we're already looking at inflation right now. It will get even worse if they go on strike, and that strike could potentially happen on the 5th. Okay, so at midnight on the 5th, if they have not reached an agreement, all the unions haven't reached an agreement, then this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at a strike, and you're going to hear a lot more about this. If we hit a strike, you're going to see a lot of talk will be going out about this. So I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. And the reason that I'm warning you ahead of time is because if you have essential things, essential items that you need to purchase them now. Don't wait until the 5th, because if you wait until the 5th and this does go down and there is a strike, you're going to see an increase overnight when it comes to the price of products, okay? Because you have to think about it like this. If a store has products and they know those products are going to be scarce in the near future, they're going to hike the price up on those products, okay? So just be aware of that. That's something that could potentially happen. And so if you have things that you need to buy, Christmas presents, if you have essential food items that you need to buy, I would try to stock up now and not wait. Okay, let's see. December 6th. That's important because we have a Georgia runoff. And so in this race, if you guys don't remember, it's Warnock against Walker. And you have people out there right now that are saying this race is still very important. Although the Democrats will control the Senate no matter what, it's important because of Senator Manchin. This makes Senator Manchin irrelevant if Warnock wins. Okay, so we'll just have to follow that race and see where it goes. Let's see. What are some more important dates to check out? So we have the CPI. We'll be finding a CPI score on the 13th. So we'll find out that score on the 13th. That's important because we're watching those numbers to see what they're doing. Okay, now they've been going down over the last several months. Let's hope that that continues. Okay, in October it was 7.7. So we'll find out what November's numbers look like on the 13th of December. Okay, now the 14th, we're looking at the Federal Reserve. They will meet, and they're probably going to raise interest rates again, although it's probably not going to be 75 basis points. At least that's the hope that it won't be. And so that's another important date that we're going to need to focus on because that has a lot to do with inflation. Okay, and that's everyone's watching this because they want inflation to go down. And one of the ways that the federal government is trying to get inflation down is by raising interest rates. Okay, raising interest rates cools off the economy, people spend less, and if people are spending less, that will lower inflation. So that is the whole goal there. And then let's see, what else do we have on our calendar? So we talked about this already, but I'll just go over it one more time. So 7 million people on SSI will receive that check, that first increase check on the 30th. As well as people who are receiving both Social Security and SSI will receive their check on the 30th. And then all other Social Security beneficiaries, SSDI, some of the different veterans, they're all going to start receiving their checks in January of next year. Okay, so that is the calendar. That's pretty much what we're looking at. So that's what we can anticipate in the next month. Okay, now I like to do these just to kind of prepare you guys. So there might be certain things on there that you're looking at. And like I said, December 5th, we really need to watch that date because if you need to buy products, buy them now. Don't wait. And if there is no strike, that's good. But if there is a strike, then it's going to be really, really bad for everyone. We will all feel that. Okay, and this is something that Congress might have to play a role in. Congress might have, because when it comes to transportation, the federal government will step in. And so in a situation like this, the federal government might step in. They might have to step in if we see a strike on December 5th, because this can hurt our economy, drastically push us into a deep recession if we allow the strike to continue. So that's when Congress will step in and try to figure out something that's fair for both parties and then move forward from that point. So just wanted to put this quick video out. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. I know I did. I enjoyed some time with my family. And that's all I have. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.